The Archbishop of Radio is back.
DJ Spoo Live with DJ Spoo, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m.
The woman who gave her name for Kwezilomso Mbandazayo. With nothing else to give, no fortunes, no fortress, nor arms, no just judges, nor equitable courtrooms, no pens of absolute absolution to retell history, and no towers from which to shout its truth. You gave your name. The grace and intuition with which your ancestors chose Kwezilomso. This particular audio frequency, morning star, light of dawn, the never-ending promise of rebirth for the worldly, wicked, wise, wonderful, and weary alike is not wasted. We have cried for this name in another realm that bears witness. We have washed you with our waters. May they carry you to shelter. May you rest upon their shores. May they protect you with their salts and soften your skin like salve. Your life has stretched way beyond itself. We enter the world with nothing more than the small skin of our mothers. If we are lucky, we leave a name behind. You are twice born in this world. You have died once already. If you die in a dream, the ancients say, it means you will live forever. You are the dream of everlasting mornings. You are the death of the long, painful night. You are the golden fabric around the waist of the new day, and your name, beaten, broken, battered, bruised, grows new skin with each tear. What magic are you who dies and still lives? What magic are you who shares more than what you have? What magic are you in a place where we love the dead more than the living? You give, she dies, you live, we love your name, we know her name, we love you both. Kwezi. Today for Uyinene Mkhwejana.
Her name is Lebo Mashile. She's an award-winning author, writer, presenter, producer, entrepreneur, actress, best known for her fiery poetry, which has captivated audiences in 26 countries and more. Lebo Mashile has been developing this two-hander production for the past 5 years with the renowned actress, director, and theatre maker. Wow, this is Pamela Nomvete
Yebo.
At the helm as director. Wow.
Yes. Pam gave me my very first acting gig in 2003. I would not be an actress if it wasn't for Pam. And I grew up watching Pam. I remember being, I was like, whoa, this woman can be on TV with the big butt like mine and dreadlocks and just causing havoc, making things happen. I mean, she was larger than life. And then I was performing on the underground and kind of, starting to make a name for myself. And she came to a gig and I was like, whoa, Pamela Nomvete at a gig of mine. And she rates me. She thinks I'm a somebody. And then she gave me an acting job. And we've worked and collaborated together many times since. So this play was, she helped to take this play from just a concept in my mind to like a tangible, real thing. And now, she left. She's staying in London now. She comes back to shoot what's this incredible series on the women's police. How can I forget the name? Lockdown.
Lockdown.
So she comes to South Africa once a year to shoot Lockdown, but she's got a thriving career in theatre in the United Kingdom. So Koleka Putuma has taken over as director, and she's outstanding.
Wow.
Koleka is unbelievably talented. If I've been saying to people, if Pam built the house, Koleka made the play a home.
And you've got talented vocalist Anne Masina.
Yebo. Oh, the world is not ready for Anne, guys. The world is not ready for Anne. Anne is one of those. I think we've been lucky, Spoo, because like you go into any province, any hood, any kasi, people know who you are, right? And there's so many artists in this country, incredibly talented people who are well known across the world, who have crisscrossed the planet and who are not known here at home because of how the cultural sector is set up, you know? And Anne is one of those. She's toured with William Kentridge, one of the most phenomenal visual artists, multidisciplinary artists that South Africa's ever produced. She's been in most of his productions. Before that, she was with Robin Orlin. Before that, she was with Soweto Gospel Choir. She's a classically trained opera singer, but Anne is Kim rapper. She's a soul singer. She sings gospel. She's larger than life. I feel like Sarki came and was like, here, boom, here's your story. Here's the people who are going to make it happen. Where not just do it. Can you please just do it, girl? Get it done.
I'm so impressed with doing this.
Yeah.
Because this is history. They need to know the story, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's also now. Like, I mean, you know, women are putting cement in their butts, right? You know, people are doing all kinds of, you know, destructive things. I'm not against body modification. Like, your body is yours. It's yours. It's yours to play with. It's yours to share. It's yours to enjoy however you want to. But the fact that people feel like we still continue to feel like we have to do things that are harmful to ourselves, to be seen, to be visible, to be loved, to make money, you know, I think black women's bodies are still, and I say this again, you know, with the kind of conversation that we've been having on social media about Winene Mkhwetjana's death, you know, black women's bodies are under siege. The same forces that acted on Sarki's bodies are acting on our body today. It hasn't. So this piece also collapses space and time. It's Venus versus modernity, because we deliberately wanted to show that these issues are now. As much as these issues, Sarki died in 1815, as much as these issues are.
Lebo Mashile, Pedro and Sia Makuzene. A two-sided self-portrait. What was this all about?
A classic. Dumi came to me with the idea of a two-sided self-portrait, and he sent me the beat. Pedro had already played on it. Sia hadn't come on it yet. He recorded his part first, and then I recorded my part in his studio. You know, Dumi was like the first one out of us to have his own studio at home. You know, his setup was like professional, like from the beginning, you know. And I went into his studio.
This is before Stogie T. This was when he was still Doom.
This was when he was
from Dumi and
in the volume.
Yes.
He was in the volume incarnation. And Dumi's always been committed to being prolific, you know. He was that guy who was like, work, get stuff out there, you know. And I mean, my first experiences in studio, the first experiences that I really enjoyed were always with Dumi. This was beautiful. I really enjoyed making this track.
But real recognizes real, and you guys look familiar, right?
Yeah. You know, the poetry scene back in the day was so it was very alienating towards women. I mean, now in the last 20 years, there's been this explosion of women, and I mean, young women are taking it forward even more, you know. But that time, it was like they would stick us in some dodgy set at the end of the night when everybody was drunk, you know. And now you have to go up some lousy sister set, and you know, they tell us that, oh, you're not writing, your stuff is not urgent, your stuff is not hard hitting, it's not political. You guys are writing about love, you're writing about soft issues, you know. But here we are, 20 years later. Women are publishing, women are touring, women are making plays, you know. Women writers have really changed the face of poetry. And Dumi was one of the only guys on the scene at that time who took me seriously, who wasn't trying to sleep with me, who wasn't trying to alienate me, who took me seriously as an artist, you know. So I'll always have a soft spot for Dumi because of that.
Her name is Lebo Mashile.
Family, our surname 50 years ago, this is what we would tell you. Lebo Mashile ba segodisa malekane, mokibane wa monesa morale, ngwana wa lepulane pula ha tshabe. Ke matshaba tladi serotha ka mosela, ntheng ya thaba magale a serobele. Ke matshilwane a shibe, a shila nakala moshidi ka mosho, a shila tlhogo tsa batho, rena ba maswika maramaka, erego mai a tshilwane. South Africa, you do not have a name. Things that go unnamed wander through the world not knowing where to look or where to go. In Africa, names are asked for, prayed for. Blood is spilled in the name of naming. Warm red liquid seeping into dust fills the dead with life. Our names are the dead speaking. South Africa, can you hear the song of the dead? The rush of blood spilling daily in your breast. We kill each other for your nameless name's sake. To appease the hungry ghosts who keep asking, where do we look? Where do we go? The dead know more of living than we, the living dead. The way what is unspoken outweighs what is said. The untold tales of walking corpses who see plenty but go unfed. The silent history shouting at the present like electric fences around king-sized beds. South Africa, your aspirations asphyxiate me. I die each day just to live free. Bonded to the lie that I could own any land or that you could ever build a fence that could hold all of me. The dead have us by the collar. The dead squeeze themselves into our dreams. You think that you belong to yourself. The dead are using your eyes to see. We dress our wounds in costumes like designer aids and branded poverty. Tourists gorge their tears on raw sewage, then drive 10 minutes to sip chai tea. Our corpses are clothed in contradictions. We fashion fictions to feed free market afflictions. We are dancing to a dead rhythm while the dead wait for us to see ourselves in them. South Africa, the dead do not die. They wait for you to stop being afraid, to hear the voices that know where to go and what to do, to sit with these silences and give them names. Everywhere you go, there are bones lining the bottom of the ocean floor. Twisted rope, rotting flesh, dead hope. Click, click, says the camera. You keep asking for more. Everywhere you go, bones like a fabric, they tie you into knots. Not love, you can't have it. You wear them like a cloak. Bones, my belonging, you love the grip of fear. Not love, you can't have it. Burnt bones fill the eyes. Minds of the children, you serve them hell as life ignite. Flames in the stitches, burnt bones on their knees, begging for forgiveness. Click, click, says the camera. This is survival. This is business. Bones queued up, single file, papers ready. Bones at the border. This is business, money heavy. You love the taste of bullets. Minds of the children, you love the cut of borders like your own hands stitched them. You filthy little faggot. Bones snapping in the mouth. You crazy black bitch. You chew the bones. You spit them out. Bones between books. Books become laws. Bones fill these streets. You chew them up. You spit them out. Bones of twisted ropes pulling millions to the shore. Bones breaking over me. You chew them up. You spit them out. and you keep asking for more.